I'm whispering because I have a new microphone which is loads louder than my last one, so I wanted to warn you that when I start talking normally it might make you jump because it is quite a lot louder in my opinion. So especially for those of you who are members of the channel who are watching this as a compilation, the first 3 videos in the series would have been a lot quieter, so I'm just wanting to warn you before I go into full volume that this might be a bit loud. Right, hi everyone, we are going to be doing the 4th picture from this Small Victories book by Johanna Basford. We have a really cute looking floral set, or stem I should say, to do today, and coming in nice and close using Polychromos pencils as I have been doing for the rest of the page, and will continue to do so. So we need to think of some colours for this. I'm having a look along the row here at what I've used already and thinking let's do some sort of violet. We have only done the tiniest tad of violet there. Let's do some sort of darker purples and things like that. I know some of you are big fans of these sorts of colours. So I'm going to start with the blue violet and put in the darker parts and then move on from there really. Yes, I had someone say to me that the volume of my videos changed quite a bit, and in some parts it was too quiet. They couldn't hear at all. So I've got this new setup with a mic that actually pins onto me, so that if I move away from the camera slightly, or I change the height of the camera, which I do sometimes if I'm working on a larger book, and I want to be able to show the full page, I tend to move the camera up a little bit on the tripod so it can fit the whole thing in shot. And then that takes because it's a built-in mic, it takes it further away from me, and so I think that could be part of the problem. So we have got this new little mic set up. It's quite scary in that I have to make sure that it's switched on. I know that sounds a bit mad, but I'm not used to having to do that. And the one on the camera that's built in has been deactivated so that you don't get like double mic. I don't know whether that might be a bit weird, so I have to remember to put it on and put it on me, but I'm sort of tempted to just leave it switched on all the time, but I don't know if that will work because I have to move my camera next door to remove the footage off it. Here we're going in with some mauve. My aim is to make these two. They look completely different, don't they? I was thinking they're buds. That's how I was colouring them. So I think they might be a bit darker. So I'm going to take my mauve quite far up, like that. Yeah, so I don't know when I move the camera away whether it'll... because there's a receiver on the camera which feeds the volume into the camera, and there's a plug-in on me that picks up the sound, so I can actually walk miles away and still be heard, which I don't need to do because I need to be quite close to the book. So I hope you can see what I'm doing. I'm just extending this little area of colour further up the petal so that we get slowly lighter. It may be that I want to come in with some more shadows at the end to help really see the difference in colour. That looks a bit... Sorry, the page is flapping. This little book doesn't lie flat as well as the larger ones I have found. I don't know if you have found the same thing. I'm going to use the... Oops. Oh, I just dropped it. Oh, good. I thought it had drawn on the page, but it hadn't. Purple violet. That would have been... I've got to sharpen it. It's going to flip and flap. There we go. Yeah, I was just trying to improve my setup a little bit, really, purple violet. And someone had mentioned to me that things were a bit quiet, and I wasn't aware. So I was really pleased that they'd done it in the most lovely way, you know, and it's always very useful to have, you know, kind feedback, especially if you think it's something that other people might be affected by too, as well as yourself. Now, a lot of people do feedback about the fact that when I put my hand in shot, the page behind goes blurred. I'm afraid I have tried to find a solution to that, and I just don't know. Basically, the camera focuses on what's on the centre, and if I put my pencil here, you'll want to see what's written on there rather than see the page in focus. It's a little bit difficult. I could manually focus it just on the page, but then if I wanted to zoom in and out to show you which sometimes I do, I won't on this particular picture, but sometimes I want to zoom in and out because of the different size of what I'm colouring and things like that, then that's going to be problematic. So there's not an easy solution. So it's one that I've been pondering for a very, very long time. Years, in fact. So I don't know. But I don't know if other people have the same problem, or whether what they film with adjusts better. I was talking to someone about it this morning, actually, saying, it was my sister actually, saying how if you film with a phone, you don't have these sorts of problems. What I'm going to do is I just want to go over everything with a light colour. Now, I do have a light violet Polychromos pencil, which is a discontinued one, which I happened to find my mum had it, and she was about to give it to my niece, and I asked her if I could have it, and she was a little bit like, oh, I suppose so, but I don't think she realised the rarity of it. But I don't really use it in videos because I'm using the violet instead, just gently, because most of you won't have it. I don't know how long ago it was discontinued. She bought her Polychromos from a little independent art shop, and you know, they may have had their pencils for years and years. They've shut down now. I could have gone to ask them about it because, you know, interesting. But yeah, she really liked the colour as well. It's like a pastel violet, really, but you can probably, I'm just going to grab my blue violet again, going to give it a good sharpen, and I'm going to draw in some of those shadowy areas, because at the moment it looks a little bit flatter than I had hoped. I've just realised my lamp isn't on. Oh dear, lucky my camera adjusts. It's too much worrying about getting the sound right, and then I'd forgotten about the light. Really, I need some sort of crew, don't I? I need someone to get it all set up for me, do all my editing. Oh, I was saying that to my son. We were saying, wouldn't it be lovely to have like a little studio space each where we could record and have everything set up really nicely. He records in his bedroom. His bedroom's quite good because there's a lot of stuff in there, so it absorbs the sound, so he's got no echo, because he's, you know, because I sort of sit in facing two walls. I don't know if there's a lot of echo. Okay, the centre of here, I'm pondering. I think I want to do it black. Oh, I just knocked something on the floor and I've got no idea what it... Oh, it's a cable tie. Oh, I didn't believe that there. That's been husband when he was setting things up for me. Can't see anything tied with cable ties though. Oh well, don't know. So I'm going to do a dark area here, and then I want less towards the middle, like that, so it's much darker on the edge. There we go. Now our stem. What colour? Well, oh, I just brushed the microphone with my hand. Sorry, you probably heard a noise. I'm going to have to get used to that. I think I want a bluey green because we've got a bluey colour in our floral. I don't want it really light because I want the flowers to stand out perhaps, but I don't want it really too dark either. So I think I'm going to start with a little bit of hooker's green, but not press down too hard on it so that we don't get really, really dark. So I'm just going to put it onto the stem and then see how it looks. Now, on stems, what I love to do is to put a bit of colour each side of the stem to make it look more rounded, but this stem is way too narrow to do that. I'm going to start the leaf off a little bit and then sort of fade it off like that. So yeah, I can't, oh sorry, page flipped. I'm going to sharpen up a little bit though, because I want to go in there and go a bit darker there. So layering up there and here, and then here and here. Hopefully that shows up. I think I can just about make it out. Now, what colour should we do next? I'd quite like to try the emerald green. It might be a little bit too pale. I'm going to have a go. Can't get it to show up. And see what it looks like. So a little bit on here and here. And it's these that really are going to show up like that. I'm going to go over the whole stem though, just to sort of intensify the colour. And take this to the edge. Now I'm really tempted to put a few white dots in the centre of here, which I think I will. I've got my Posca, white Posca. Oh, shake it right by the microphone. Maybe not a good idea. And I just want to put a few dots. I sort of covered up that whole centre now. You can't really see that I was so careful to try and make it darker on the outside and lighter in the middle. We can't see the centre of this one, it's hidden, so it's only that one that we need to do. So I think we are pretty much done with that one. So yeah, so they're quite quick, these ones. I think that can be nice. You can just get a little quick snippet done each day, a little happy completed picture, so it's rather nice. I think, well, that's the whole point of this book, isn't it, really? But thank you for watching today. Hope that you have a really lovely rest of your day and happy colouring.